Hey, what is going on, viewers? Zesty Lime Studios here, and welcome back to another drinks review. Today we're reviewing another one of these GFuel flavours, and this one is going to be on the Sour Power, which is themed off the Sonic the Hedgehog, and obviously this is the Knuckles Pacific can version. So I got this particular can off of the website American Fizz, which is one of the biggest and cheapest kind of like American goods importer type websites there is out there on the market. So anyways, let's give you guys a full 360 of the can. So we obviously have the kind of usual G logo kind of design on the front, where we've got the kind of GFuel logo go straight down the middle, and then we have kind of the kind of I've always called them as banana kind of crescent shaped things going around the can. They've kind of merged it into Knuckles' tail, which is pretty cool. But yeah, apart from that, we've got awesome picture of Knuckles there looking very smiling with his angry fist there going around the can. The back end of the can seems to be actual yellow. We've got the ingredients and stuff on the back, and then just some facts and figures down the side. But overall, yeah, just a cool looking themed can. On the bottom, we've got nothing. And on the top, everything is all standard and silver, including the pull ring as well. So you're probably wondering what actually flavour this is, because it doesn't actually say. Well, it's meant to be, I mean, so it is a sour kick. It is a sour kick. But the actual flavour is raspberry. So it's going to be a nice sour raspberry kick, which makes sense. Raspberries are red and obviously Knuckles is red. So hopefully this is really nice. I mean, it sounds nice for me personally. You know, I love raspberries and stuff, and the raspberry juice and the fruits. But in terms of sourness, I do really like sour energy drinks, but most of the time the sour energy drinks really aren't that strong in the sour kick. So hopefully this has got a decent kick to it. Anyway, so taking a close look at the can. So it is sugar-free, 473ml, which is just a little bit below the 500ml cans that you get here in England. So limited edition one, of course. Now, looking down the side here, we have 140 milligrams of caffeine, 0 calories, 0 calories, 0 sugar, so it's a bit hard to read, and 0 artificial colours. And then down the side here, we've got some more stuff. It says energy, focus, endurance, and reaction, because it's got a hand there with reaction. See that? Reaction. Anyways, so looking at the nutritional facts rather than information, because of course it's American, indeed 0 grams of sugars, 140 milligrams of caffeine in total. Hasn't got it per 100ml because again it's American. Apart from that, not too much else of interest. Obviously the labels are a little different because it's American versus an English one. Carbonated water, citric acid, yeah, kind of usual stuff that hasn't got the high fructose corn syrup. Anyways, so the drink's nice and cold. I've got my Zesty Lime Studios cup, so nevertheless, let's open it and hopefully it won't explode over me. So as these have no artificial colours, I'm guessing the colour is going to be clear. I mean, most of the GFuels have been pretty much clear up to this point because of no artificial colours, which is fine, because most of the time you're going to drink it out of the can and not actually see what the colour of the drink is. Sometimes a crazy colour drink does help when you pour it into a glass. Anyways, so don't explode. There we go, nicely done. Right, and the colour is, surprise, surprise, nice and clear. Oh, I can smell it. I can definitely smell some fruity smell there while pouring it out. Put that to one side. So the colour is indeed clear, as you can see. Again, there may be just a slightish maybe tinge to it, put it up to my eye, but in reality, it is just, you know, clear in colour, as you clearly can see. And you can see my face through the drink. Hello. So anyways, let's give it a closer smell and see what it smells of. Ooh, yeah, I smelt it when I was pouring it out, and I can definitely smell it a lot more strong when I'm actually smelling it up close. Yeah, definitely got a raspberry smell to it. It smells really nice, actually. Cool, well, nevertheless, guys, let's taste some. Well, I will straight off the bat that it definitely seemed to be a bit more soury. Is that even the word soury? A bit more sour than, say, other energy drinks that claim they are sour. I will give it that, but I'm not kind of shivering up in a ball because it's like, you know, one of those warhead sweets that are like ridiculously sour. I don't know how good that would be in the drink, but it's more sour than other drinks, but it's still, I don't think just enough sour enough for my liking. In terms of the actual taste, I don't know. It's a bit, I don't want to say odd, but it's a bit different slash interesting. And I'll get to that in just a second. So I think the main fact that this drink supposedly as raspberry flavour tastes a little bit different from the way it does is because of the sour side to this drink. And the fact that it seems to be a little bit stronger in the sour area, I think that is making the actual raspberry flavour of the drink taste a little bit different and feel a little bit different, because this does not feel like your normal kind of standard raspberry energy drink as you'd expect. Now, I know you're probably thinking, oh, well, you know, it's sour. Well, of course, it's going to taste a bit different. But like I said, guys, a lot of drinks say that they're sour, but they're really not, and you really can't tell. But this, I think, is certainly to the point where it has changed the actual kind of raspberry flavour to a point. And in essence, it's, I don't want to say a weird raspberry, but it's just different. But in some ways, it kind of works, because I'm trying to think to myself, well, would just be better without the sour and then just a raspberry, but then again you've just got a generic raspberry flavour then. But I think because of how strong the sour is in this drink compared to normal drinks, it's kind of giving you a literally a sour raspberry vibe as it suggests, which is correct and which is what a drink should actually do from what it's advertising. So the raspberry flavour is there, but of course, because you've got sour fighting against the kind of sweet, it's taken down the raspberry sweetness to a point where it's not really that sweet anymore, but the kind of raspberry flavouring is still there. But when you've got the sour there in your mouth and then you kind of tasted a raspberry that's lost the kind of sweetness kick to it, it makes a interesting flavour, shall I say. And I don't want to say it's a amazing flavour or a nasty flavour, because they're neither. It's not, I'm not, you know, jumping up and down enjoy how nice this is, but it's not disgusting either way. It makes a interesting flavour, which, to be honest with you, when you break this drink down like I have, it's not often you get, especially a sour drink, that is this, and I don't want to maybe use the word balanced, but it seems to be even as such in terms of the sour versus sweetness to flavour ratio. It seems that they've got it pretty spot on, looking at it from that particular side of reviewing the drink. So that may sound a lot complicated and a lot of words put together, but like I said, you can look at it in two ways. You can look at it and think, well, it doesn't really taste as sweet raspberry, it tastes a little bit soury, well, what's the point? But then looking at it from the way I've just described it, where sweet versus sour, then that brings a whole different perspective on the specific drink. But ultimately, it's not incredible and it's not disgusting. It's all right. It's okay. It's certainly not one of my favorite flavors. It's certainly not one of my worst flavors. But I would drink it again. But certainly won't be my first pick. Let me just take a few more sips. Yeah, it is that balance, sweet versus sour, and they have got it right in all lessons. But yeah, maybe raspberry. Yeah, raspberry. I guess maybe probably a good pick. But again, if you put anything sweet versus a sour as strong as this, then you're going to have a specific flavour at the end of the day. But yeah, it's all right. So I'll happily finish the rest of this can off camera. It won't go to waste. So the thing is, how many zesties shall I give this out of 10? I think I'm going to give this, I think 7.5. 7.5 zesties out of 10, I think. I was going to give it 8, but I really want to be my first pick again. So I honestly think, yeah, 7.5. So yeah, there we go, guys. So anyways, as always, thank you for watching, everyone, and I will see you all later.